So 2026 could be the first year where skipping the iPhone actually makes sense. If you are planning to upgrade to iPhone 17 Pro Max, you might want to slow down. There are going to be 6 major changes in S26 Ultra which will make it worth upgrading. Because Samsung's Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be the biggest shift Samsung has made in years, and this time it's not about the specs on paper. It's about features Apple still refuses to give. So first of all, Samsung is finally moving to 60 watts wired charging and faster wireless charging. And yes, it's Ultra only. Apple is still stuck in slow charging land, calling it optimized every year. Samsung users have waited years for this and it's finally happening. And it was confirmed by the Ice Universe multiple times, who is a reliable tipster of Samsung phones, and it seems like he's pretty sure about this. Next up, the biggest standout feature is the AI privacy display. This is not a gimmick. The S26 Ultra can automatically limit viewing angles when you are in public, like entering passwords or browsing private content. You will see everything clearly, but people sitting next to you won't. So this is not a hardware feature, it will be a software optimized feature which will work exactly like your privacy glass protectors. So Apple does not have this, not even close to this, and once YouTubers start showcasing this, it's going to become one of the most talked about features of S26 Ultra. Now let's talk about the performance. Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra will be powered by Snapdragon 8 Gen Elite 5 chipset. It means new 3nm architecture, higher performance and better efficiency. This chipset has also showcased the crazy numbers on Geekbench scores, and it is going to be a true competitor for Apple's next Bionic chipset. Exynos 2600 might exist, but only in limited regions. For most buyers, it's Snapdragon only. Samsung might limit the Exynos processor to only Korea, maybe at least for a few months after the official launch of S26 series, or maybe not. Next big change is in the cameras. Well, there is something Samsung has did to disappoint their fans, and that is they haven't really upgraded their cameras for years. But one major change. The S26 Ultra is getting that same 200 megapixel primary sensor, but with a larger f1.4 aperture. That means real improvements, better low light shots, faster shutter speeds and better portraits, even in low light conditions. The selfie camera is going to be more wider this time, like it will have a wider field of view to capture more area, just like we saw this feature in new iPhone 17 Pro models. Other than that, the telephoto sensor is also expected to improve, possibly with AI enhanced zoom similar to Google's approach. At number 5, we have this video section to discuss about. For videos, Samsung is going to introduce APV technology, which is actually huge. Just like few other major changes, this is also the change Samsung has finally decided to do after years of same race. So we will have the option to record ProRes log videos just like on iPhones, for better editing and capturing every tiny bit of details in videos. So it clearly means better image quality, improved compression and much more professional looking footage straight out of the camera. Apple has dominated video for years, Samsung knows it, and this looks like a direct attack on iPhone's strongest advantage. At the last, we know Samsung's AI is way better than Apple's, and Samsung is reserving its new AI features exclusively for the S26 Ultra model. That includes smarter on-device processing, deeper system-level AI tools, and features that won't even hit older Ultras immediately. This is important because Samsung is clearly copying Apple's playbook here. Pro features stay pro, but the difference is Samsung is actually giving you tools you will use, not just camera filters with fancy names. So that's pretty much it. And if you care about privacy, charging speed, camera flexibility and actually useful AI, the Galaxy S26 Ultra might be the smartest upgrade to wait for. So drop your thoughts in the comment section below and let me know, are you sticking with the Apple or is Samsung finally pulling you back? Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.